Alright, so previously, we were, I was going through a story about when we went to Colorado, and we were in a bus, and it was almost getting struck by lightning. And so we get to Colorado Spring, Colorado, what was that one place? Springfield, okay. We go and get to Springfield, and we go and start staying at our friend's house, well, our friend's grandma's house, yeah? Okay, so we're going and staying there, and our friends, they have a cousin. His name was Landon, okay? He was one of those short little sprouts, yay high-ish, Well, anyways, this kid was the worst kid ever. I mean, this kid, nobody liked him. Nope, I kid you not. None of us liked him. I mean, he was that type of kid that no matter what you did, he would figure out some way for you to get in trouble. I mean, if you were nice to him, he'd get you in trouble. And he was just so evil. He was just like a little jerk that just kept on running around. Well, anyways, we're at the grandma's house, and we're just like, do, and we were coming up with ways so that we wouldn't have to spend time with this kid. I mean, this kid was just a little jerk in darkness. Okay, so there was this tree in the backyard, and this tree was amazing. The tree branches were just high enough so that the kid's name was Landon. So Landon, he couldn't get up there, but all the rest of us boys could go and get up there. So we're like up there in our own little palace. This place was awesome. There was like 2 limbs on it. Anyways, Landon couldn't get up there, so we hung out there like all the time. And we began to come up with plots to go and get rid of this Landon kid. I mean, yeah. We really didn't like this kid. So we went and built this fence. Now I remember it as like this really huge, like this hedge of thorns, It was like 6 feet high. Well, actually it was only like 3 feet high. And then my little sister, she pointed it out to me that it was only about 1.5 feet high. Okay? But hey, this thing was amazing. It went all the way around the tree. We did not want that kid getting near our tree. So our plan was we'd build this fence, and then we'd be inside of it, right? And then if the kid broke the fence, we could go and tell the parents, and he would go and get in trouble, right? Yes, we were coming up with plans to get him in trouble. And so we go and build this fence, and it's really awesome. We're like up in our tree, and we're like, oh yeah, this rocks. And the kid, we're like, hey, if you break this, we're gonna go tell on you that you're breaking our stuff. And he goes and breaks it. So we like go inside, and we're like, hey, Landon just broke our fence. It was awesome. And they like look at us because Landon, not only was he like a little jerk, but all the adults seemed to think that he was just like a golden child. Oh my goodness, I don't want to drop that. All the adults thought he was a golden child, and they just loved him so much. And so they were like, oh, you're just trying to get him in trouble. And we're like thinking to ourselves, well, yeah, we're trying to get him in trouble. You know how many times he's gotten us in trouble for no reason? And so they're like, you know what, whatever. We don't really care. And they don't punish him. We were ticked. We were ticked. So we were like hiding up in our tree. We went and repaired the fence and everything. And then Landon's grandma comes out, and she's like, hey, were these twigs this way before you got here? And we're like, no. And she's like, where'd you get them? And we're like, we got them out of the tree. Because this tree had a whole bunch of little twigs just sticking out all over the place. It was nuts. So she's like, hey, you know what? You guys need to go and clean up all these twigs and throw them in that dumpster over there. We're like, what? A fence? This awesome hedge of thorns to protect us from this Landon kid? You want us to take it down? And she's like, yeah, go take it down. And so we had to take this down. And so we're like kind of kicking it over because we were really ticked. And Landon, this kid, he comes over and he starts kicking it down too. I mean, not only did he pretty much like get us in trouble when we tried to get him in trouble, but now he's knocking down our fence that we built. It may have been like a little foot high thing, but it was a fence. I mean, this thing was awesome. And that's one of the things that I remember. I mean, he was just a jerk. But, you know, there's another story about him where we actually got back. And that's going to be in part 3, so stay tuned.